Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 5th episode of Princess Connect Redive. And last episode, the main plot was pretty much we got our guild hall, our little new home, and we had to make it. We had to make it livable, so we had to clean it up, make a nice table, cut down the nice table. I'm still quite sad about that. But at the end of it, yeah, we had a great place. And we also somehow managed to make friends along the way. Because Kokoro went out to get stuff and she met Saren, the Ojo-sama that runs an orphanage. We have Suzume, her loyal maid. And we have Rima, the alpaca. The alpaca that works at Elizabeth Park. So somehow managed to make a lot of friends on that one trip. It's honestly kind of impressive, really. So, we did all that. Is there anything else to say about last episode before we get into this one? I don't know. I mean, all the characters continue to be great. All the characters I loved before, I loved even more by the end of the episode. And I expect these trends to continue. So, let's just get into it and see what we're in for today. 3, 2, 1, play. Gesundheit. Are you okay? So, I would say she's gonna have to take care of him this episode, but what else is new? Is that the culprit? Oh, it's got like a couple cherries in it. If she says so, I'll believe that. She knows her food. A little bit. Apparently the blowing wasn't enough for him. I see. She's a bit less of the bedside manner carrying type, I see. But I guess somebody has to be like that since the other two were a lot more accommodating to his needs. More than willing to baby him at the drop of a hat. But the tsundere cat girl, she's not going to be that way at all. I'm really glad to be watching the next episode of this show. I really enjoy this show. There's Saren, Suzume, the other characters. Just look at all these characters. I mean, just look at them. There's so many still left to meet. Just the look on her face just gets me every time. I don't know, I want to watch out for that. And Excalibur. And he is still sick even after the opening, man. Pull yourself together. Well, she is by his bed, technically. Ah! Wow, how sick are you, man? So apparently she has adjusted a little bit to wanting to help. Yeah, I mean, more importantly, why have you not gotten used to bugs yet? Yes, you can. It's like a miracle solution. A real hospital. What craziness are you talking about, Kyuu? The fine ambulance we got here. I'm sure you just lick your wounds. Is this the hospital? Oh, hello. Are you a doctor? Seriously, that getup. Can I talk to the person in charge, please? Our friend here is almost dead. Can you guys help at all? Okay, oh geez. Are we sure this is a hospital? Hello to you. I take it you're more of a doctor character? All she's done so far is stick something in his mouth. I could do that much. I mean, I wouldn't do it for a guy, but I could do that much. That outfit is just ridiculous. I mean, what'd you say? I was distracted by... Okay, that is what she said. Huh, are those birthmarks? You're probably right, but what is that? I thank you. Oh God, are you sure about that? Oh jeez, what are you gonna do to this man? Bet on your answer, I may be next in line, or I will run away. One of the two. I mean, he was burning up. What? I'm glad she's doing her best to help. Are we? I think that's still up for debate. Is that a bloody handprint on the wall? Yeah, we should probably leave. Because I think there's like several bloody handprints on the walls. In fact, I'm pretty sure we must have passed those on the way here, so why did we not leave then? I think I saw blood on the ground there. Oh. Are you okay, man? Jeez. It's got a scar. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking that, but he was definitely smaller. We did nothing wrong, sir. I guess something's happening in there. I was right. But yeah, we need to leave. We'll have to accept the MC as a sacrifice and get out of there. I mean, you will have to unfasten him. And he might be dead already, so... Oh God, they got him! Oh no, he did not escape. Oh God. I was suspicious of this place from the get-go, but I had no idea how horrible this place would turn out to be. We can see why it's not too busy. At least. That's really cool, no visitor sign though. I would love to, thanks, bye. Let us know if you're still alive by tomorrow. Like 2 episodes, calm down. Konosuke, we're still doing that. I wonder if MC-kun is eating well. At all. Normal food? What show do you think you're in? Meanwhile, back at the quote-unquote hospital. How you holding up, man? Maybe don't mess around with mandrakes. Yeah, he's probably dead by now. Oh, okay, yeah, I thought she looked familiar. Yeah, she was that character. Oh, fortune. I was about to say, is that a fortune teller booth tent thing? Always be suspicious of that. Hello. Hello. The cool skull you got. Ah. Oh, it talks. Clearly. Father. Let's not joke with the girl with an axe. I see how it is, Shinobu. Not gonna lie, the outfits are a little bit distracting in this show. She's not wrong. Again, she has an axe. It might not want to do that. A great target practice, though. Apparently, they just don't learn a lesson seeing the person before them get slaughtered. She is a scary one. And then back at our lovely healing establishments. He seems to be alive, though. For now. Do we just not have a janitor in this hospital? Is there no room in the budget for that? Oh, gee, whoa. God, it gave me a heart attack. Jesus. Give me a minute for my breathing to start up again. We're never gonna see this man again. Yeah, hopefully. A little bit. Probably should. I think my heart stopped, like... And I can't feel it beating anymore. I love and hate the red glowing in her eyes. Minimalistic sentences. And that laugh she does. I figured, I had a feeling that was the secret. Probably should remember that earlier. Oh, what's going on here? Whew. I just mostly came for the outfit. Yeah, who do you think you are? And there's our nurse. Yeah, I think she's with our protagonist, probably. Well, there she is. You wanted to see her, right? Sort of. I think that's a no. How do you think this is going to end, man? Seriously. Look at you holding a stick and look at that. Do you really think this is gonna go any other way? Like a positive way for you? And dead. All of them. Almost all of them. Oh wow, Destroyer. Man, look at the fonts there. I would love to. Wow, really? Collector. Destroyer, Collector. I thought it was excellent. And then number 3, what's your cool title? Is it more of a curse or more of a blessing? It's a bit of a paralysis thing, sort of. One-eyed devil. One-eyed devil, huh? Love the bloody handprints as well. I'll show her my one-eyed devil. So this is like a guild more than a hospital. I mean, if we have a food guild, why wouldn't we have a hospital guild, really? It makes sense, I guess. Twilight Caravan. Oh, that's so cool. I need a heal. Getting there at a hospital. Well, are we gonna advance or go home? A little bit. I guess we're moving forward with the plan. So we really are just healing the people we injured. Gotcha. We need to be very careful in this place. And those bloody handprints don't never get any less scary. So, is he still alive in one piece? Well, of course she's with him. She keeps bringing her face so close. It's so scary, but at the same time, it would be so nice. Uh-oh. She's gonna put a ring on it, so if we're gonna go in there, I might want to hurry. God, that is just imagining wearing that terrifies me. What are we gonna do? Do it quick. I'm never gonna get used to that nickname. Okay. That's getting a little bit too close for comfort. And those... She slowed down her laugh there. I didn't know her laugh could be any more terrifying, and then she slowed it down. So, what do we unleash over here? Oh, just everything. Oh god, I can't imagine how nasty that would smell. They are very busy. You can go deeper. I mean, does he really have a choice? I don't think he does. There we go. Why not Kyuu? Let's get you out of here. She's pretty tough. She's not even like trying to cover her mouth or anything. She just takes it. It's a distraction. To be pretty clear, honestly. Okay, that's how she got out. Gotcha. Kokoro's pretty smart. Although having to carry him is going to slow us down a lot. That's the problem. Do we? Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. She looks like a person that knows what's up. So, is there a window nearby we could jump out of? Because otherwise we're in trouble. Oh, there's a window. Man, just watching her walk I could do all day. Oh, what? I guess we're gonna pretend to be a customer? Okay. I love her acting, though. Push harder! Okay. Good thing we have somebody on the other side to catch him. Because this man does not get any more head injuries. Yeah, it really shouldn't be that hard to get him out the window. Now your turn. I am worried about, yeah, Kyuu. So... what's with the framing of this shot? This isn't a go on ahead without me sort of thing, is it? Because I don't want to leave her behind? I would have rather the main character be left here. Yeah, it's... Can I leave now, Doctor, please? Oh no. That's how we lost the best character. He's just like, why are you flashing me, boy? Ah, okay. Why couldn't we get this kind of scene from Kyuu is all I'm wondering. Like, I'm impressed this boy's still alive. A bit eccentric. I will worry plenty. You cannot stop me. So, Kyuu, what's up with you? Are you doing okay? Wow, he looks kind of traumatized. Understandably. Why is it always an exact percentage, though? And I assume that's just physically, not mentally. Oh no, please do not act like she's dead. We can still... Yeah, we can still bring her back. Well, that was an unexpected episode right there. Just straight up dive into horror. Great episode, though. I definitely enjoy getting to see new parts of the world, new guilds, the world building, opening up. Because, yeah, if we can have a guild that specializes in gourmet, we can have a guild that specializes in hospitalization, medicalness. It makes sense. So if that's the case, I want to see more specialty guilds. Maybe we could find a brothel guild, perhaps. I think Damachi has something like that, so I don't see why this wouldn't have that. I will. Okay. Well, that was the 5th episode of Princess Connect Redive, and this certainly was an episode. Okay, so the main plot of this episode was our protagonist was sick. You know, wasn't feeling too good. He was sneezing. what other sick person stuff, and yeah, they were trying to take care of him as best they can. You had Kyuu, who was just kind of, you know, sitting right towards him, but eventually went over there to kind of help remove the hot washcloth and stuff like that, you know, and also just complain about bugs being used to fix things, because she doesn't like bugs. That doesn't seem to have changed at all, but apparently bugs just solve all your problems, so if that's the case, you really should get used to them. That's all I'm saying. So we brought him to a hospital in a, what would you even call that thing? Not really a wagon. Not really a wheelbarrow. I don't know what you call it exactly, but yeah, they took him there on it. Just very medieval looking transportation there. And the second we saw this place, I wasn't even sure if I was looking at I wasn't sure what I was looking at. Like, I wasn't even sure this is where we were going. I wasn't sure if it was just like a nearby building that we were focusing on for some random reason. I wasn't even sure if it was like actually the building we were going to. And if it was a building we were going to, that's supposed to be a hospital, it doesn't really look like that much like a hospital. It's got a bunch of ivy on the side. It looks very dark. Like, it's extremely suspect right out the gate. I was not big on going to this building. And then what's the first thing we saw? This girl here. It's probably the most Halloween costume looking outfit we've seen so far, with the big old glasses and the hat and stuff like that. Like a witch. It almost looks like a witch cosplay kind of thing. So, yeah, at this point I was definitely not sure if we went to the hospital or if we made a pit stop somewhere else. I just wasn't quite sure. And they were pretty much on the same page as me, just kind of looking at her. Like, we were on our way to a hospital, is that what this is? Just not quite sure. But she reassures them, yeah, this is totally a hospital. And then we tell her, okay, this is our friend. He's kind of sick. Can you make him feel better? She's like, yes, we can. Right this way, everyone. We will take good care of him. And we didn't actually see the walk there, which was clearly very deliberate, because if we saw that, we would have seen bloody hampers and stuff. So we initially transitioned right over to the exam room. But we did see more stuff to be a little bit suspicious of, like vials with eyes and stuff, like very typical sort of mad scientist, witch doctor kind of stuff, you know. And as for the doctor herself, she seems quite nice initially. Like, didn't get the best look at her overall outfit here because she was sitting down, and like, but eventually we got a pretty good look at that outfit. But yeah, we have our doctor here, and then her like assistant, nurse, receptionist, whatever she's supposed to be. She's there too. And she makes a big declaration that she can make him 30% better, which apparently is not something specific to him, just in general her way of doing things. 30% is apparently the goal. I feel like we have some equivalent exchange going on here, though. Like, she makes the customer 30% better physically in exchange for 30% increased mental trauma damage. So I think that's how it works. Yeah, this shot here at 4 minutes and 36 seconds, I think. I quite like it, just especially the pose that Nanaka, that's her name, right? Nanaka's doing in the background. Like, she's like holding her glasses and kind of bent. I don't know. I'm not going to do the pose because I won't look anywhere near as good. But yeah, just her doing that pose in the background while we get our first pretty good shot of the doctor's outfit. I really like that shot. Probably one of my favorites of the episode. And then at this point, we were a little bit suspicious, not like really suspicious, but we had reason to think that maybe this place might not be completely trustworthy. But then that escalated quite a bit right here. We see the lights there, and then immediately afterwards we see him on the table looking a little bit panicked, and then we see the straps. Whenever you're strapped down to a table, you know something's up. Like, unless you're suffering seizures or something where you can't be allowed to move, it's a pretty big red flag to have you bolted to a table. It just is. So, yeah, this room, just all these knives and stuff. At this point, it took the full turn from a little bit suspicious to we're in a horror movie now. That's pretty much when that happened, was right here. So, just puts on the glove, and we see outside where it's like clearly this reinforced prison-like door. Just, this is not a safe place. At this point, we knew this was not a safe place. We got Kokoro just panicking over here, doing her own thing, whatever weird witch doctor thing she's doing over there to try to improve the situation. I'd like just toss it out the window. And this is when we started to see the bloody hampers on the walls, and at that point I was just I was completely into we need to get out of here territory, but unfortunately our protagonist is in there, bolted down. So even if we left, we still have to come back for him eventually, unless we just want to give up on him, which we're not going to do because he's the main character. He needs importance, I guess, technically. So, just yeah, the bloody hammers on the walls is what really made the atmosphere for me. Like that was a really important touch. And then we see our antagonist character from a couple episodes ago, who's apparently lost a lot of weight. I guess just the stress of being hospitalized here. Yeah, this guy's made it clear to them that this place is not to be trusted. This is a very suspicious establishment. This is not a hospital, this is a prison. You gotta leave. So, he left. Or at least he tried to. And at this point, Kokoro said the first reasonable thing so far, which is like, maybe we should try a different hospital. But again, the problem is he's already in there. So he's trapped down. We're too far in. And then it was around here, right? Yeah. It's really to continue to dial up the horror movie atmosphere. We hear just like a dragging sound. The camera's focusing on the corner. Just all the horror movie type aesthetic camera movements, everything like that. I think they really nailed that pretty well in this episode to really give it that atmosphere. And because I was wondering what would come around the corner at this point. The music was building up. And we see somebody walk by. Our character's thoroughly scared at this point, the blue faces. And then we see him being dragged. But still haven't quite seen the person who's doing it just yet. Because you always save that for last. Then that big ol' axe. And then she does the laugh for the first time. Yeah, then we see her. At first I didn't recognize her. Like, I recognized that I'd seen her before. Did not remember where. We see the red glowing eyes, the horns, the very interesting top where she shows a lot, and then she has just like something underneath to cover the bare minimum so this could be aired on television. And she's just dragging his borderline corpse while her axe is there. She's got that kusu laugh, the red glowing eyes, just absolutely terrifying, just in every possible way. So, yeah, just walking past them casually. At this point, if they wet themselves, I wouldn't have blamed them. So, we left the protagonist there because we figured he'll be fine. I mean, sure, we saw a lot of suspicious stuff, but you know, it's a hospital. Surely it can't be as bad as it looks or people say it is. It's a hospital, right? They'll all be fine. So we just kind of left. Then we get to see her traveling around, you know, going to the fortune teller and all that stuff. And then just random people rushing her, which is not a smart thing to do because she just keeps cutting them down because she's, you know, far more powerful than them. You know, this is one of those shows where you have warriors, like plot relevant, important warriors, are like orders of magnitude more powerful than just your average person on the street. You know, it's one of those things. So of course, anyone that just wanders by is just gonna get wrecked just completely, and have their stolen treasure get stolen, which they apparently did not take too kindly to. They came back for that later. And her soulmate was actually at the hospital, as she apparently did not know until this point. So she went back there at night. We see some dripping, which isn't that important, just building up the atmosphere. We see him on the ground, on the bed, clearly not looking too much better just yet. And we see the cobwebs. At this point I was thinking this place could use a janitor, because, yeah, this is pretty bad. Hospitals are supposed to be clean and sanitary. It's probably a red flag in general if you see cobwebs in a hospital. So, and then right about here, I think he opens his eyes. And when he does, she's right there. She is right there. I'm not good with jump scares. I've never been good with jump scares. This got me so freaking badly. I was concerned my heart stopped for a good minute or so. Just, if I woke up and that was the first thing I saw, if you thought I jumped pretty badly just watching this, if that actually happened to me, I would have jumped so badly I probably would have went back to sleep, like passed out. Like, probably would have headbutted too, unintentionally. So, that was just the most terrifying thing in the whole episode, without question, when she found him. Just nightmare material right there. So, you know, when he first got there, like before he met up with her, you know, when they were still there, and they said something about him getting healed or having a disease or something like that, one of my thoughts came up, something about Stockholm Syndrome. That thought popped up into my head, but then we actually got a character here that could potentially be the source of that. So I did think that was kind of funny as well. Then she like feeds him and stuff. And yeah, this is the first time we got a really good look at the doctor's outfit. Like, she has this pose going, I mean, I should probably say the time, 12:59. Yeah, she's standing there, one leg a little bit in front of the other. This is the best look we got of her outfit in the whole episode, I would say. It's great. She's got those extremely short shorts, one leg in front of the other, like those thigh highs. She's got just her outfit where it's like buttoned halfway through, where it's open at the top, open at the bottom, and she's got the thing underneath it. One of my favorite outfits so far. I mean, it's not saying much because most of the outfits are my favorite outfits, but that just great design for sure. I feel like I say that a lot, but I say that a lot for a good reason. Yeah, then we got to see them actually fighting. So a little bit of action. First real like battle action we got in the episode. So it's pretty cool. They injure people, then bring them in to heal them. Very profitable idea for a hospital guild. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, she just whips out those rose petals and she works her magic. The way their little like nicknames popped up, like their titles, and then eventually their guild name. It was all really cool. I like that scene quite a bit. It was really great getting to see other guilds like this, because we saw that one like guild in progress, the one Lolly Guild. I don't remember what they were called. They're absolutely adorable, but they didn't. I think they were just like I think for some reason they hadn't quite made a guild yet, but they wanted to. I think that was a situation with them. But this is like a full-fledged guild doing business. Yeah, I think it's the first time we really saw that besides our main one. So it was great to see. I kind of look forward to seeing more. I hope we do get to see more guilds. Hopefully they're as interesting as this one. So then it was Operation Rescue the Protagonist, and we did that. You know, unfortunately we did have to leave Kyuu behind, which is very tragic. And that ring was just horrifying. Just don't put that on. Just don't do it. She just calmly walks over to it, and eventually they got stuck between a rock and a hard place where one was upstairs, one was downstairs, and Kyuu had to sacrifice herself. I did love her cute little acting that she was injured. That was pretty great. Then we just slowly pushed the protagonist out the window. Yeah, this scene here when Pecorin, that's her name, right? Pecorin was looking out the window, and yeah, everything about the framing of the shot really concerned me, but because she looked kind of dead inside over here, but I think it was just because it was a typical going without me, sacrificing herself kind of thing, and I don't want her to do that. No, we cannot lose our best character. I refuse to accept it, even though I did love seeing her shake like that in fear. As messed up as that sounds. But yeah, it turns out that he's not in too bad a condition. It's all good. So, but yeah, they said she would leave tomorrow, so I'll believe that. I have to believe that. I cannot allow her to die in there. But you know, they say they always end up better, so I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I think that's everything I got to say on the episode. I mean, our yandere girl over here was great. You know, our doctor girl was great. The other girl that was a part of the guild was fine, I guess. She was less interesting than the other two, but she was fine. So yeah, good episode. Definitely, the show's doing a pretty good job of keeping me on my toes, never knowing what to expect. Just yeah, pretty great. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.